Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Under the Radar, a place where we discuss your favorite basketball players and hoopers inside and outside the NBA. Today's story is about Matisse Thybulle. Now, ladies and gentlemen, why are we talking about my boy Mr. Thybulle here? Now, the reason why we're talking about my guy Matisse is because this dude has become an important piece for the contending Philadelphia 76ers. And the question that we must answer in today's video, ladies and gentlemen, is how did my boy Matisse go from a bench warmer to one of the best defenders in the NBA? Let's roll the clock a bit. Matisse Vincent Thybulle was born on March 4, 1997 in Scottsdale, Arizona. Fun fact, Matisse was actually named after the French artist Henri Matisse. When he was just 2 years old, his family decided to move to Sydney, Australia, where they lived there for around 7 years. The Thybulle family decided to live in Sydney's North Shore, and while they were in Australia, the children attended elementary school at North Sydney Demonstration School. Matisse did not play much basketball in Australia, and he actually focused more on swimming while he was still there. And his family decided to return to the US in 2005 and settled in Sammamish, Washington, a suburb east of Seattle. Matisse couldn't make layups consistently until around the 8th grade when his coordination began to match his speed. He attended Skyline High School for 2 years, then he decided to transfer to Eastside Catholic, where he was actually ranked a 4-star recruit according to Scout.com and a 3-star recruit according to ESPN, and he graduated in 2015. Thybulle chose to attend the University of Washington in Seattle based on his relationship with Huskies head coach Lorenzo Romar. He started all 34 games as a true freshman and averaging 6.2 points, 3.2 rebounds, and 1.6 assists in 24 minutes per game in the 2015-2016 season. As a sophomore in 2016-2017, he averaged 10.5 points, 3.1 rebounds, and 2.1 assists, but the Huskies only won 2 games in the conference and they were actually 9-22 in Romar's 15th season in Washington. So, sadly, Romar was fired. Thybulle actually considered leaving the program after his coach left. However, he decided to return for the 2017-18 season after meeting with the new head coach, Mike Hopkins. The former 22-year Syracuse assistant under coach Joe Bonheim sold him on the Orange's acclaimed 2-3 zone defense that he planned to install at Washington. And on February 17, Thybulle scored a career high of 26 points in a victory over Colorado. Possessing a 7'1" wingspan, he was instrumental to the Huskies' zone defense, which was key to the team's first 20-win season since 2011-2012 season. He was named the Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year, becoming the first player in school history to receive the honor. Thybulle averaged a career high of 11.2 points per game, along with setting a Husky single-season record of 101 steals, and he led Washington with a team-leading 49 blocks. And he actually became the second player in Pac-12 history with at least 90 steals and 40 blocks in this exact same season, joining Jeff Trebenhanger of USC in the 1999-2000 season. And in 2018-19, Thybulle had 17 points, 6 steals, 5 blocks in a victory over Colorado to help the Huskies clinch a share of the Pac-12 regular season title, including a win earlier in the week against Utah where he averaged 13.5 points, 6 steals, 4.5 blocks, and 5 rebounds to earn the Pac-12 Player of the Week honors for the first time in his career. Thybulle won the Naismith Defensive Player of the Year and Lefty Driesel Award as the top defensive player in the nation. He was also named to the first team All-Pac-12 and became the second player in conference history to repeat as Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year. He led all Division I players with 126 steals, and he also broke the Pac-12 single-season record previously held by Jason Kidd. Thybulle also ranked 8th nationally with 83 blocks and became the only player in the past 2 decades to record at least 100 steals and 80 blocks, with averages of 3.5 steals and 2.3 blocks per game as a 6'5" wing. He was actually one of 3 players in the last 20 years to average at least 2 steals and 2 blocks in a single season. Thybulle also passed Gary Payton to become the conference leader in career steals with 331, and he also tied Washington's career blocks record of 186 blocks, which was actually previously held by Chris Welp. Matisse decided to declare for the 2019 NBA draft, and apparently the Philadelphia 76ers had their eye on him, and this was after the season when they actually got knocked off in the second round against the Toronto Raptors, and they were really just seeking out someone who can immediately contribute to their goal, a championship. And apparently the Sixers had Thybulle to stop working out for other teams, promising in exchange to select him in the first round with their 24th overall pick. And they effectively ended up moving up to the 20th pick, and they ended up selecting him, receiving his draft rights from the Boston Celtics in a trade for their 24th and their 33rd picks. In July 3, 2019, Thybulle signed with the Philadelphia 76ers. And on October 23, he made his NBA debut, coming off a bench in a win over the Boston Celtics with 3 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 2 steals, and 2 blocks. After scoring 20 points and hitting 5 3-pointers and making 3 steals in a win over the Raptors on December 8th. He joined Allen Iverson as the only Sixers rookies to receive and to record 5 threes and 3 steals in a game since 1983. And on July 11, 2020, Thybulle began uploading his YouTube vlog series documenting his life in the 2020 NBA bubble. In his second season in the NBA, in 2020 to 2021, Thybulle was actually named to the NBA All-Defensive Second Team, where he only averaged 20 minutes per game, and he was actually the NBA leader with 3.8 steals per 100 possessions, as well as 5.6 blocks per 36 minutes. And on October 29, 2021, the 76ers picked up Thybulle's team option, further extending his contract through the 2022 to 2023 season. This season, Matisse is averaging 5.8 points, 2.3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals and 1 block. By far, this season has been his best season in the NBA, in both ends of the floor. The reason why he's averaging scoring numbers lower than double digits is because Matisse has taken a Draymond Green approach towards the game, meaning that he doesn't need to score a lot of points to affect the game. Because like Draymond, Matisse prioritizes the needs of the team over his own. Philly sort of made Matisse into a small power forward because of his wingspan that allows him to play with the big boys. The fact, ladies and gentlemen, that he's averaging 2 steals and 1 block per game against NBA 7-footers and bigs at the height of 6'5" is unbelievable. Because if you think about it, the 76ers have plenty of scorers like James Harden, Danny Green, Tyrese Maxey, Shake Milton, and Joel Embiid and Tobias Harris. And plus, Matisse has to share the basketball on the floor every single time that ball tips off with James Harden, Joel Embiid, and Tobias Harris. So he has to sacrifice his offensive development in order to make the defense and offense work in Philly. And his sacrifice and his amazing defensive performances has paid off because the 76ers are the 3rd best team in the East with an amazing record of 46-29 as of the recording of this video. Towards the end of the season, Matisse has been really just improving offensively because of James Harden, and I would actually notice ever since James Harden was traded to Philadelphia that the offense became way smoother and better overall because now they have a superstar playmaker that can arrange plays for Matisse and Embiid, making the offense easier for the rest of the team. I could tell you that, ladies and gentlemen, that Matisse will be better offensively next season because he just needs more time with Harden. As soon as he gets more comfortable with Harden, Matisse will get more buckets and have more consistent scoring nights. And if you pair that with his all-NBA defense and energy, you got a potential superstar. If only Matisse's offensive development goes well. And generally, the fact that he's fitting into the system along with Harden is resulting in so much wins and so much success for the Philadelphia 76ers, which technically made them into a bona fide contender. And if I were you, ladies and gentlemen, I would keep my eyes in Philadelphia because this upcoming April will be fun to watch. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope this video answers all your questions about Matisse Thybulle and what type of player he is. And I hope you all enjoyed today's video and hit that like button and make it turn blue. And hit the red subscribe button to join this amazing basketball family. New basketball videos are out every single Friday. I do not want y'all to miss it. God bless, stay safe out there, goodbye.